centimeter of plant tissues from a mother plant, and it's a kind of a vegetative propagation, but artificial vegetative propagation. Okay, so keep this point in your mind. So this kind of a technique we are using for the production of a more number of plant species, that we can use it for a large scale cultivation. Okay, suppose if you need a thousands of similar plant species, for example, 1,000 saplings of mango trees you need in a short period or in a particular duration, we can go for a plant tissue culture techniques. So within a short period we can get nearly 1,000, yeah, more than that we can get saplings from the plant tissue culture techniques. So that techniques and what are the things they are following for the production of plantlets, especially saplings. Okay, so that lesson only we are going to see today, plant tissue culture lesson. Okay, so plant tissue culture, shortly it is called as a PTC. So see the next one. So plant tissue culture, in that the first one is introduction. So in this introduction part you have a two mark questions. Okay, sorry, one two mark question and two one words you have. So in the very first paragraph. So see that first paragraph, in that what is given, what is tissue culture? So tissues, we know that in general tissues means a group of cells. Okay, so group of cells are a single cell can be cultured for the production of an entire organism. So that's the meaning of a tissue culture. So how we will grow? We will grow the plant species in a, or sorry, we will grow the plant cells in a artificial condition. Okay, so what is the meaning of artificial condition? So we can say one simple example for a artificial growth, but it is a natural one, but we are removing the plants from the natural environment, and if you are keeping it in a containers, for example நீங்க பாட்ல ஒரு செடி வளர்க்குறீங்கன்னா, that is one of the example. But in part we will have a soil, but in plant tissue culture we won't use any kind of a soils. Instead of that, artificial medium is provided for the growth of a plant species. So that is called as a artificial condition. So growing plants on a artificial medium under artificial condition only, called as a plant tissue culture or a culturing of a tissues. Okay, tissue culture. So it's a culture. Okay, it's a kind of a in vitro culture. What is the meaning of in vitro? If you are culturing anything in an artificial area, so land or a soil is the platform for the culturing of a plants, but we are culturing the plant species or plants in a container, a specialized container. Okay, so that container which is considered as a in vitro medium for the growth of a plant species. For example, what is the meaning of in vitro? In vitro means it's a Latin word that means glass. Okay, it's a container, glass container we are using for the culturing of plants. Like a pot, how we are using pots, a mud pot, we are using plastic pots. Okay, so number of planters we are using for cultivating plant species. So likewise, they are using glass for the culturing of plants for a artificial culture. Okay, so in vitro means it's a Latin word that means glass. Underline, this is a one mark question. So what are the materials can be used for the culturing of plants? We can use protoplast, cells, tissues and organs. So 4 items we can use it from plants as a explant. What is explant? Explant is nothing, a small piece of a plant material we are getting from the mother plant, no, that is called as a explant. It may be a protoplast, it may be a cell or a tissues or organs. So we all know that what is protoplast. Protoplast or nothing, it's a cell without cell wall, but cell membrane is there. Without cell wall, including cell membrane, is called as a protoplast. And as cells, we know that even we can use a single cell for the regeneration of an entire plant. And tissues, we know that group of cells are called as a tissues. And organs, we can use root, we can use leaf, we can use stem. So any part, any small piece of a plant can be used for the culturing of a entire plant, okay, especially for a tissue culture techniques. Okay, then how the plants are cultured? Plants are multiplied its number. Okay, so for example, if you are taking 1 mm or 1 centimeter of a plant material as explant now, that have a ability to produce more plantlets. Okay, so we will get more number of saplings. If you are using seed in a single seed, produce only one plant. But if you are using 1 centimeter of a plant materials like what is that leaf or a stem or whatever it is. So if you are using only small piece of materials now, plant materials now, that have a ability to produce nearly 10 to 15 plantlets. Okay, that cannot be achieved by using a seeds. So how they are culturing? They are culturing or they are multiplying the plant species under controlled condition. What is the meaning of controlled condition? So suppose if you are using soil or a agriculture land for a growth of a plant, na, just we will sow the seeds, and if it is needed or if it is necessary, we will use some fertilizers. But we won't take care much, we won't concentrate much. But for a culturing of plants in a tissue culture techniques, now we have to take care of that entire process because it is in a under controlled condition. So controlled condition means simply we cannot grow the plant species in a normal room temperature, normal light. Okay, suppose if you are culturing the plants in a living room or in a bedroom or anywhere, if you are culturing, na, that cannot be a useful one because we need a specialized room. Okay, that specialized room must provide all the necessary facilities for the growth of our plants. Okay, so that condition we can say it as a controlled condition. Okay, so plants are cultured under controlled condition. Underline, this is an important one. If it is asked in a 2 mark or 3 mark, now you must write under controlled condition. Okay, and what are the things can be or what are the plants can be produced by this way? Now we can produce number of commercial plants. Okay, what is commercial plants? We can produce bananas, we can produce ornamental plants. Okay, so number of plants can be produced, mostly bananas and neem trees, even rice. But rices, we know that it's not much important because we sown seeds na, definitely it will grow. Bananas la, hybrid bananas they are producing in a large amount. Okay, so for the commercial plants they are using this plant tissue culture, and especially for a plant research they are using this plant tissue culture techniques. Okay, so plant research la, we need to observe all the stages of a growth step by step. So for that we can go for a plant tissue culture techniques. Okay, and come to the next one, plant tissue cultures. It's a very important one. For what? For a indispensable one. Okay, it's act as a indispensable tool. That means there is a more necessity or there is must. It's must for a plant regeneration. It's essential for a plant regeneration process. What is the meaning of plant regeneration? Regeneration means by using a single plant cells or by using a explanter. If you are in producing entire plant now, that is called as a regeneration plant technique or a regeneration of plants, especially regeneration of transgenic plants. So once if you are introduced rDNA in particular plant, okay, so that plant after its first generation, if you want to maintain the same character for a next generation, now we need to culture that plant under the plant tissue culture techniques. So that is called as a regeneration of transgenic plants. And come to the next one, clonal propagation. What is clonal? Clonal is nothing, it's a multiplication, it's a process, it's a kind of a asexual. Okay, because we are in a leaf, like a stem, like a protoplast. So that can be used to produce a entire plant. Okay, so that is also called as a clonal propagation. Clonal means similar varieties are multiplied. Okay, so same kind of a plant productions are there in a clonal propagation. Not for a elite varieties. Elite is nothing special or a somewhat something it's important. So important varieties can be multiplied by this way, plant tissue culture method. And the next one, we can use this plant tissue culture for endangered plants. Okay, so endangered plants, we know that if you are not taking concentration on that endangered plants, na, it will exist. Okay, so for take care of that endangered plants, we can use this plant tissue culture, because if you are getting a small leaf, or if you are getting a small stem, or any part of a plant, if you are getting, na, that can be used to multiply the endangered species. So by that way, we can save or we can protect the plant species, a variety of a plant species. And the next one, plant tissue culture, mostly important. Already in the previous points, I told you that bananas are mostly propagated by this way. So what is the reason? Now, mostly banana plants are affected by a disease called bunchy top banana disease. Okay, so that disease can be caused viral microorganisms. So virus-free plants can be produced by culturing the banana apical meristem. Okay, so only we have to take a apical meristem cells from the banana, and that cells can be artificially cultured on a medium, and that can produce an entire banana plant. And at a certain process, if you're transferring the banana saplings in a normal areas, now that starts to grow as a normal banana plants. So virus free banana plant production we tissue culture technique. And second one, next one is germplasm. What is germplasm? Germplasm is nothing. It's a specific genetic makeup. Okay. So for example, so if you are taking anything like a seed, so seed which contains a germ. Germ is nothing. It's a genetic information. So seeds contain specific set of genetic information, so that seeds can be protected and that can be preserved. Okay, they won't preserve the entire seed, they just remove the embryo from the seed, and that embryo can be preserved by this plant tissue culture, and the embryo can be used to multiply or used to produce the entire plant. Okay, so because we know that the seed coat which gives protection to the seed, or which gives protection to the embryo, and the cotyledon which is involved in the nourishment process. So by simply removing the seed coat and the cotyledons, they are preserving the embryo which have a certain genetic setup. Okay, so that is used for the preservation of germplasm. We can use this plant tissue culture. And most important thing, secondary metabolite production. For example, in a last chapter we were discussed neem is a essential one, and turmeric, and from Acalypha, and from Philanthus. So from a variety of plant species, we are getting a pharmaceutical products. That is nothing. They are the secondary metabolites. It's the additional secretion of plants. So that can be preserved for the future use and as well as for the medicine preparation. So these are the points which is given in the introductory part. And in that you will get a 1-2 mark question. What is that 2-mark question? What is tissue culture, and what is the meaning of in vitro, and the word which is derived from Latin word, and Latin what is the meaning of in vitro? In vitro means glass. So keep these points in your mind.